Thought I would open this first ever edition of Friday the 13th in haiku form with a shirt I got for Father's Day a few years ago. That's a really cool shirt. It says Camp Crystal Lake, no place to hide. I'm back out at one of my favorite spots to record out here in the park. And I don't know if the cicadas are making noise or not, but you can kind of see where I am right now. And I'm going to try and bring it back into the sunroof. Kind of set me up over here. There's my big fist in the way. And let's see if we can get the camera angle right so we can do this set of haiku that I wrote for Friday the 13th. And if you haven't seen the Friday the 13th movies, sorry for spoilers if there are spoilers with these haiku. So let's go ahead and get into this set. I'm going to do 3 haiku for each of these episodes. That's going to be should be about 4 episodes worth of Friday the 13th goodness. Jason is one of my favorite slasher monsters, so to speak. And of the big series out there, I think Friday the 13th is one of my favorites, along with Scream, Evil Dead, Psycho, and what was the found footage? The VHS ones were also really solid. And I didn't throw Nightmare on Elm Street in there or Halloween because there's parts of Nightmare on Elm Street that I personally would never want to see again. Part 5, Part 6 are rough. There are several Halloween movies that I don't really care for all that much. But Friday the 13th, I can turn that series on, any movie, good or bad, and find some enjoyment in them. Even Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, I can find some goodness there too. The ending is rough on that one, really rough. They should have cut that one when they got to Manhattan pretty soon after. That whole ending was terrible. But the boxing, knocking that guy's head off, classic Jason. All right, let's get into these haiku. And what I'm going to try and do is recap all of these movies in haiku form. So 575, that's what I'm going to try and do. First haiku for Friday the 13th, the very first movie, goes: Camp reopening. Chaos and murder ensue. A mother's revenge. And if you've seen that first one, surprise, surprise, tune out if you don't want to hear this part. Twist ending. Mama did it in that one, not Jason Voorhees. I don't think some people may not know that. So I hope I didn't spoil that for you. But like I said, there will be spoilers in these haiku. Next one, Friday the 13th, Part 2. It goes: wearing a brown sack. Jason Voorhees is alive, stacking up bodies. And, in case you didn't know this, Jason did not have the hockey mask in Part 2. That came in the next movie, Part 3, the 3D one. Jason wore a really cool looking sack in Part 2 with that little eye hole sticking out. Really liked Sackhead Jason. He was pretty cool looking. I don't think he would have become as iconic a killer as he did once he got the hockey mask, but Sackhead Jason, kudos to Sackhead Jason. And the third haiku and the last haiku in this series, in this episode, I should say. This is Friday the 13th, Part 3, the one that was in 3D. So you try to do a little 3D at you right there. I get that right? Spooky a little bit. Anyways, this haiku goes: Carnage continues. Wearing a white hockey mask, Jason has returned. And in case you didn't know this by now, this is where Jason got the hockey mask, Part 3. I think it was Shelley, the goofball in that movie, was walking around with that mask on, and Jason just wound up with it. Pretty cool stuff. And that's it for these 3 on this episode. Next episode in this series is parts 4 through 6. And get into some really good ones there too. Car just passed by. I don't know if you heard that ambient noise in my AirPods or not. Hopefully the AirPods sound great as I'm out and about in nature, trying to really give you a nice feel for this Friday the 13th series. And this is up to you now. This is on you now, right now. Actually, let's not do A. Let's just say this. What is your favorite movie in the Friday the 13th series? And what is your favorite horror movie series? I would like to hear those answers in the comments below. Thanks again for listening. I'll try not to do too many times while I'm doing these. And again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for doing all you do, just being awesome people, checking out what I'm doing here. Have a good one, and we will see you in the next round of, or I'll talk to you in the next round of Haiku. Take care.